New business, obedience. They expect you to be obedient to them. You're maybe looking for support and these people aren't giving you support. They're making you feel some type of way about it. Will you make me feel some type of way? Calm the fuck down and go sit down. Go take a break. Go sit down. Seriously. See? Careful who you share this good news. There's difficult family dynamics. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Trying to make you feel like a type of way about something, a situation. It's total bullshit. It's ego and it's hatred. Okay? Because they got some sort of trickster spirit attached to them. What's this trickster spirit? Spiritual family and judgment. Family. Judgment, Chariot, Six of Cups. Family dynamics. Oh, what's the judgment? Family, Four of Wands. Oh my God, love is on the way. Listen, love is finally fucking.
So, just listening to, I think her name's Megan. I call her Megzo. I like Megzo. So, Megzo is a tarot reader. She's good. Oh, she's more than that. She's not a tarot buddy reader. You can't say that. How does Meg word herself? She's a psychic intuitive. That's it. Psychic intuitive reader. That's right. Yeah. So, psychic intuitive reader. I was just leaning back. When I lean back to that camera, now I can lean back. Sweet. Anyone buy a red couch? A red couch. I want to get rid of it. I bought this red couch off a police officer. They just bought it and they never slept on it. And it was basically it's a bed couch, one of those bed settee things, a 3-seater thing. Bloody massive. It's a nice couch. It really is. It doesn't come with it. Doesn't come with the original Beatles fucking guitar. No, it doesn't. Anyway, there's a red couch there for sale. How much for the red couch? It cost me $1,000. $1,000. It's had me sleep on it a couple of times, and a beautiful, loving couple. Well, but they doesn't look like they fucked on it. Doesn't. No, they never smelled like it. Like they house sat for a while, and they chose to use the couch instead of the bed that was in, which was nice of them. Hey, cool. But it's an unadulterated couch, one might say. Still clean. Yeah. It's bloody heavy though. Hey, Megs. So I was listening to Megs. Yeah, listen to Megs. Oh, I wasn't really listening to Megs. Sometimes I listen to Megs. It's not just Megs. There's Megs, there's Moon, there's Chosen 144. I call him fucking, I don't know. I don't know any of their real names. I think this one's Megan. I think Chosen 144. I don't know. I call him Salvo or Sav. I don't know, something like that. And Moon. Yeah, Moon's name's fucking escaping me. It's like Tish, no, Leisha. Yeah, don't know. As far as I know, like if you guys are proper tarot readers and you say what you say, like I'm Richo and I have done some fairly miraculous shit in the past that has blown people away and set me to be an outcast in my communities anyway. Lived in Melbourne for quite a long time. Had a shop in Collingwood there for a bit with some friends, and that's when I started peaking around then. 1998, 1999. Loved that. Hey, how's it going, Zoe? Oh, Zoe and Stuart and Wendy. I miss Wendy. Wendy was fucking beautiful soul. And Stewie, I forget surnames. Zoe's surname was Amor. Zoe Amor. Stuart. Oh, Stewie's surname. Stuart was such a beautiful artist. And Zoe's. Yeah, it's my memory, man. I've had a lot more accidents since then, and some more smashed up skulls and shit, and broken backs and spines, and a lot of drugs. But yeah, I do forget surnames at times. I do remember it was Stuart, and Zoe. What was your man's name? What was his name? Oh, it'll come to me. I loved him, man. God, he was such a good bloke. Zach, no. And Zoe Amor, thinking maybe you might be able to tell me. I forget his name. I remember Wendy. Wendy was a little treasure. Stewie. Elizabeth, of course. Remember Liz. I can't forget Liz. That's how I joined the shop, was through Liz. Elizabeth Munro. I hope you're still going well, Liz. I haven't forgotten everything. Bits and pieces certainly are not there, though. That's for sure. This video started off with me talking about, I was listening to Megs on a beautiful blue sky day. Like it's a golden, glorious day today. I mean, like, she seriously is absolutely glorious. It's been this way all day. Just to prove it to you. Oh, Trickies. Hello, Trickies. Come on, Brewster. Run. Oh. We've got a bit going on here at the moment. Absolutely. Got so much going on. Look at me. Yeah. We got to put a new fuel pump in this thing over here. Right, the old back. Gonna need a new fuel pump. This container got dropped off and put the wrong way, so I got to get the tractor over there going, which should be going. It's not. I got to get the tractor going so I can lift this thing up at one end and then put some trolley wheels under it and then spin it. And I got a lot to do. There's a lot to do here. And because I've been recuperating from a hernia, inguinal hernia, and before that I was recuperating from broken necks and spine, and then being told I needed new spine and new vertebrae, and those operations being put off all through COVID, and to the point where I just did another detox, and then I healed myself and I was fine. And my doctor is, Dr. Anne Buchanan. Anyway, she's a lovely doctor. She really is. I won't get into other stuff, but look, some people just did their job and they did it really, really well. They had to do it because they knew that if they didn't do it, things would get worse. Especially in small communities, in tiny communities like King Island back between 2019 and 2023, 2024, when things were sort of going through a little weird period here in this realm. Some people just had to do as they were told. Many people we could have said no, and if they did, then for all the people that they love and care for, things would have got worse. So a lot worse than they did get, even though things got kind of awkward and weird there for a while. And people are still angry about what happened back in those years. And I think they're really like, I just, attention seekers maybe, or some of them are trying to do the right thing and trying to scream, like, wrong was done, it was genocide, blah, 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 blah. I'm not. No, it wasn't. And people were like waiting for this Antichrist or a Christ to return or the Antichrist to come or something. And, sitting back, waiting, on looking at Netflix every fucking day, just going, what's the next show going to be about? Is it going to talk about anything like that? Is it going to keep us wondering and inspired and, tell us what to do next? Please tell us what to do. Humans love being told what to do. I don't like being referred to as a human or a person. I just like to be a man. And before that, you're a child. And if you're not a man, you're a child. And I don't think I'm a child anymore. At times I feel like I am a child, fucking oath, because there's so much I don't fucking remember yet. I know it all, but I just got to remember it. Well, sometimes it's not necessary to remember some shit. Just get on. Oh, that was done. Some people know what I'm talking about here. To those that, are still on drugs and those that try to backstab me and make me out to be the one that's on fucking drugs. Well, next person that does it, and if your name begins with N and your surname begins with fucking C, it should be fucking spelt CUNT instead of fucking the way it is. It doesn't matter. Stupid thoughts, mate. Yeah, dumb thoughts. What do we know about drugs? All right, fuck it, I won't press stop. I'll continue on. So I used to be so fucking straight, right? I went to Ivanhoe Grammar School and I did cadets and I never smoked a cigarette or drank a fucking beer. Didn't know what marijuana was or any of that shit. Right, and that stayed that way until the age of 20. Pretty much 20. The age of 20, I got run over. Was that 19, 20? I was 20 years old. I got run over and I ended up in hospital and a lot of hit run, pretty good accident. I got run over by a car at some traffic lights and shit. They were going rather fast. I ended up in hospital and at the end of that, told that I was infected with some shit that they called HIV/AIDS and I was going to die, and it made no sense because I'd never done anything that they apparently would take to catch HIV or AIDS that I knew of. And then they lied to me. I found out after later hospital reports and investigation, I did receive blood transplants, and they said I didn't receive blood transplants at Panch Hospital there at Preston in Melbourne, but I did. So, and then they told me so my body was fucked up, and then they told me I had viral meningitis, and I had so many lumbar punctures and blah blah blah. I was in and out of hospital for several years, and that was a bit of a head fuck because it sort of put an end to my career and my apprenticeship, and I came to King Island to heal. When I came to King Island to heal, I was on King Island now. Mum and Dad, my parents had moved to King Island, so I came down here. And I pretty much haven't left. It's now 2025, and somehow they've kept me on King Island ever since I got run over. And when the doctor told me that I had AIDS there all them years ago, 1990. What year would we be in? We'd be in 1990, 95, I think. 1995. I'm being told I got HIV and AIDS, and I hadn't even licked the toilet seat or sucked a dick yet, so don't know how I got AIDS. From all we knew, you had to lick a toilet seat or fuck a monkey, or be a poofter, and we'd gone through all it. And as far as I knew, the girlfriend I had, Barra, was all sweet. So, and she didn't have HIV. So we're like, oh, what the fuck? This just doesn't make sense. But Dr. Dr. Chong from the, no, it wasn't Matt Pan, it was a Heidelberg Repatriation Hospital. Dr. Chong told me I got HIV and AIDS. So Mum's with me at the time. Right. It was hilarious when the doctor told us, because like, we were leaving and he stopped the elevator. Like, wait, Richard, wait. Mrs. Kerr, Richard, wait. And I stopped the elevator doors from closing. Ding. Good news. We know what's wrong with you, Richard. All right. Okay, we go meet him in this office and congratulations, we figured out what's wrong with you. You got AIDS. Bang, ding, ding. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, so it was like, I'm not joking. That's pretty much how it was fucking introduced to me. All right. And then, down the courtyard, after being told, Mum rolled me my first cigarette. I'd always been a non-smoker before that. I'm 21 years old now. About to be 21 soon. A year later, I'd done something dumb, and I counterfeited a lot of ANZ bank checks for a couple of mates to get one mate out of trouble or help another mate out, and I don't know, prove I was cool or something. I could do something. I don't know. I wasn't getting anything out of it. Never got anything out of it, and all I got out of it was I pretty much got myself blackballed from the industry in the end when one of them fucking dobbed me in. And yeah. So thanks, Simon. I've got no qualms of you, man, but you did what you did. It was fucking, we were all young and ignorant, and I reckon they fucking tricked you in your interrogation room that day, and probably tricked old Marco, and probably tricked me as well. Probably did none of us any fucking favours, but who gives a shit? That's life. And we've all had our ups and downs. I got run over. I got fucking killed several times. I've been dead that many fucking times this life now. And a couple of times from depression and overdoses as well. Yep, been there, tried that. Still here. Cunts tried to kill me last year. Still here. Tried to poison me again. Still here. Tried to poison me again. Still here. I know who's done it too, and none of them. You all sort of vanished, didn't you? And the funny thing is, you're all still fucking welcome at this table, you dickheads. Like I'm fucking angry at you or anything. God. Don't know Richos, do you? Oh. Anyway, look. When I was down in Tassie there last year, and I was trying to heal from this angrenal hernia that I got after being fucking bashed the fuck out of by a mate for fucking helping him out. Okay, how you going, Paul? You doing well? Doing good, mate? How you doing, Paul? Doing good? Fucking, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I ended up with a hernia, and that had to heal. And then just all of it, just been healing, always healing. I came back from the aged care, working aged care at the mansion down in Launceston, and figured out what was going on in Tasmania to a point, only to a point, back there in the fucking 2016, 2017. And then I rescinded my citizenship after I figured out what was going on, and I still hadn't figured out what was going on. I thought I figured out what was going on. Last year I figured out what I reckon's going on. And I probably, I don't, And there's more than likely going to be a point in the future where I'm going to go, I fucking thought I knew what was going on back there in 2025, 2024. Yeah, but every time I'm right, and I know more and more every fucking year, and no one tells me. I figure this shit out, and then I go try to disprove it. And then I find out I can't disprove it, and I find that I'm fucking right. And then you realise that it's just what you're thinking, Richard. It's what you're thinking is what you're getting. And then you start to realise that, shit, that's right. What you think is what you get. So when you stay happy, you can start to have more blue skies. And when you're sad, you got grey clouds. And, you know, then you're fucking, for the first time in your life, after knowing about Reiki, and that's about it now, a bit of Saint Germain and the teachings of Christ, and knowing all that, still never actually really believing in or knowing or even considering that the possibility that demons and magic could possibly just be just as fucking real as the Reiki that has worked and does work and has been proven to work. So, I never asked to be a Reiki. I've never done a Reiki course. I've gone to do Reiki courses, and all these Reiki masters that charge money freak out at me, offend me, they're just, I don't know, they're just, the fake ones are easy to tell. It's so easy to tell, man. They're just for the fucking money. No, the real healers, they see and they go, Richard, there's nothing we can teach you. You know it all already. We can't. And then some of them have gone, Richard, you should be teaching us. And I'm like going, but I don't know what to teach you. No, I've still got it. And I'm like going, but you got the light. You got it all. You got it. You got it. You're doing it without knowing you're doing it, Richard. I'm like going, well, I didn't know I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. I find it hard to hate anyone. I've never been able to hate like that. There's a horrible word to be able to hate. So if you don't hate, if you've got nothing to hate on, then the love naturally comes out of you because you're not blocking it. And because I don't hate. Hate's an easy word to use, but when you use it, like, do you really mean it? It's just an easy word to use. If you're going to really mean you hate something, that means you are cutting off all your light and any support or anything towards whatever that you are saying you hate. And that's a bloody harsh thing and a very big step thing to be doing. And when you do that, well, you're stopping the reflection of what was coming back off that on you. So any love or light that you didn't realise you were getting from that, because you're now hating it, well, you're now not going to get any reflection back from what you, before you realise you hated it. If you didn't realise you hated it, then you didn't realise you loved it. So you didn't realise that you were receiving love from it. And it's not until you hated it that you stopped blocking the love that you were getting from it. But you didn't know you were getting it. And then you just go to the doctors and go, Doc, what's wrong with me, man? Yeah. It's a fucking wonderful life. No need to get down at all. Love is what you make it. You don't have to frown at all. Yeah, she's all good around here. There are no rules. If you think rules are required to be happy and maintain happiness, well, then rules you need. You need to be ruled. Then you need to be ruled and governed.